Hello everyone and welcome our YouTube channel. We have very interesting topic today. We are handling the Delta Forces Venezuela operation with Hezbollah's eyes. I am not a Latin American expert, but the Hezbollah is in the middle of this operation. That's why I would like to say something about this situation. We handle Hezbollah in Lebanon in our thesis because of many reasons. The most important motivation is the Hezbollah is different from all over the violent non-state actor in the Middle East. The ordinary violent non-state actor in the Middle East is a very ordinary military groups, and they haven't got a strong relationship with global actors. They are just a regional military groups, and they can't organize a big relationship with different countries and organizations. But Hezbollah is very different rest of the violent non-state actor. Hezbollah is a global violent non-state actor. The Hezbollah has very deep relationship with Russia, for example. And we can say a huge weapon transportation between two actors. And another example is Africa. The Hezbollah is very effectively in Africa continent, especially diamond miner. It is very important income for the moment. And Hezbollah is very interesting relationship with Europe. I would like to open a parenthesis. Lots of European countries didn't recognize Hezbollah is a terrorist organization. Generally, just without everyone, generally European countries recognize Hezbollah's military wing as a terrorist organization. But if you know something about Hezbollah's institutional structure, it is so confused and it is not a reality, because we can't separate Hezbollah's military and the political branch. The Hezbollah's organizational structure is very specific and different institutional structure. There is a council and all of the branch is managed under this organization. For example, many many parliamentary in the Lebanon's council as a member of the Hezbollah. I remember after the Beirut blast, the Macron visited the Beirut, and Macron met many parliamentary who is a Hezbollah's member. And when I was in Germany, I found a book about Hezbollah's political economy, and I saw this relationship. There are many companies carrying out their business in the Europe, which one is linked with Hezbollah. And when it comes to the Latin America, Hezbollah has very interesting relationship with this area. And there is a triangle among Brazil, Argentina, and Paraguay, and Hezbollah used this triangle as a logistic epicenter. And there was very huge terrorist attack to Bruno Alves, where is the capital city of Argentina. More than 100 people was died by Hezbollah's attack. It against Jewish community, but Hezbollah refused this claim. This attack is the hugest terrorist attack during Latin American history. And when it comes to Venezuela, these two actors has very deep relationship. It's coming from Hugo Chavez period, and the Maduro's period is upgrading step by step this process. There are 2 million Arabic people staying in Venezuela. It is very interesting information. I was shocked when I saw it, but it is reality. And this population generally coming from Syria and the Lebanon region. Especially after Lebanese civil war, many Lebanese people moved from Lebanon to Venezuela. And Hezbollah has a grassroots on this population. The Pompeo, who is the former foreign minister in the United States, joined a debate in Fox News in 2019, and he said Hezbollah is not an overseas enemy, and he pointed out to Venezuela. He said Hezbollah is so active in the Venezuela, and it is very important threat for United States. And another important point between Venezuela and the Hezbollah, and I explained to you, the Hezbollah has very interesting relationship with the with gold, with iron, with diamond, stuff like that. And the Hezbollah manage the gold miner in Venezuela. It is very important income for movement. A few parliamentarians say something about this situation. And the Hezbollah and Venezuela's former regime has very deep relationship in this topic. Another important claim is a drug traffic. I would like to refer Michael Levitt, who is a former FBI analyst, and he is very close to the Jewish diaspora. He wrote many books about Hezbollah. He states there is a big traffic between Venezuela and Hezbollah. He said Hezbollah has very deep relationship with the drug cartel in Venezuela, and they bring many drug from the Venezuela to the Lebanon. The Beirut port is very important transportation point about this situation, and the Hezbollah's situation defined as Hezbollah's narco jihad by Michael Levitt. And he said the Hezbollah brings the drug from the Venezuela and sell it to Saudi Arabia. Because Saudi Arabia is another important actor in Lebanese domestic policy. We can say two important political ally in Lebanese policy. The first one is Hezbollah and Hezbollah's ally. They are supported by Iran. Another one is a Sunni bloc. They are supported by Saudi Arabia. And that's why the Hezbollah's regime defined a devil regime, the Saudi Arabia. The American government defined 2,000 people who has a deep relationship with drug traffic, and the 200 of them has a link with Hezbollah. But Hezbollah refused all of the claims about it. The end of the day, the Delta Forces operation in the Venezuela is very important situation for Hezbollah in Lebanon. If a movement hasn't got any grassroots, hasn't got any power in his own territory, the diaspora is more and more important than before. And after the new normal between speech mark, the lots of Hezbollah's leader was killed by Israel's attack. And in this situation, the diaspora is more and more important than before for Hezbollah. But we will see how this relationship between Venezuela and Hezbollah is continuing now. The Venezuela is very important area for the Hezbollah's movement, but Hezbollah is very strong situation now. We will share more information about the Middle East, and we will handle all of the global situation with Middle East eyes in the following days. Thank you very much for your interest, and please don't forget watching us. See you, bye bye.